How's it going, everyone? Today I'm going to be fixing a coolant leak on my 2006 Saab 9.5 wagon, and as you can see from the title, it's my thermostat. So I'm actually currently in the middle of doing another coolant leak repair, which is this coolant bypass valve right here, but that's given me a lot of trouble. So I am taking a pause on that because vacuum lines and a variety of other things just keep breaking. So I'm going to take a break on that and fix this other coolant leak, which is the thermostat. So we have this big radiator hose that runs right in the side of the engine block right here, and that is basically right where our thermostat housing is. You can see the hose clamp, but if you look down below here on the transmission, you can see there's some coolant that has kind of bubbled, or not bubbled up, just collected down there. So looks like I have a slow leak coming out of here. So there are a couple things in the way. I'm probably going to pull off this intake pipe right here to start, just to give myself some more room and I can see a little bit better. And then we'll have to pull that radiator hose off and take the thermostat housing out. So let's go ahead, get to it. Now we have good access to our upper radiator hose right here. You are definitely going to lose coolant. I can feel there's a ton of coolant in this line. So I'm going to pull the cap off the expansion tank right here to relieve pressure. You could also just raise the car up and remove the drain plug, or break loose the drain plug and drain it that way. I don't feel like doing that, so I'm just going to do it this way. There it goes. So the thermostat is, the bolts for it are on the back side of the engine, kind of facing forward. So I'm not really going to be able to get it on camera, but I am going to put a picture on the screen right here of the 4 bolts. 2 of them are for a bracket and then 2 of them are for the thermostat itself. This picture is from Saab WIS. If you guys don't know what Saab WIS is, this video isn't sponsored or anything, but great resource where you can find step-by-step guides on how to do jobs like this if, you know, there's not a video out there like this on it. So yeah, I'm going to remove those bolts now and hopefully get this housing off. Here we have our old thermostat and thermostat housing, and you know, at least looking at it from here, it doesn't seem like there was really any leak. It might have been old coolant that was just on there, or what. If you're looking for the part number, there you go, it's right there. But before we pop this new one in, we're going to go ahead and clean up these mating surfaces here. I'm probably just going to use some Scotch-Brite and Simple Green just to get this nice and smooth, because there is some buildup on here. So now that that's done, I'm going to do the same to the mating surface on the engine block, and then we'll be ready to reinstall it. So here's our new thermostat. This gasket here just kind of slides over the edge on both sides. So we just need to put that on real quick. It's weird, the gasket itself is like $12 on Saab parts, but then the gasket and the thermostat kit is like $15. So there's no reason not to just get a new thermostat too. And we can put this back in here. Honestly, it would probably be better to just shove it back in the engine block. This side is going to go into the motor, and then this side is going to be the part that goes in the thermostat housing. Now, time to reinstall this mess. I'm going to start with these 2 thermostat bolts, the longer ones for the housing, and then I'll move to the 2 shorter 10 millimeters that hold that bracket and that ground on. So the thermostat housing is back in, along with the 2 bolts, one for the bracket and one for that ground. Don't forget to get that ground on there for that 1 bolt, because I figure that's pretty important. But now I think I'm going to clean up a lot of that coolant that's sitting there on top of the transmission, because I really don't want it sitting there. So I'm going to do that, and then we can put this radiator hose back on and our intake pipe, and then we can fill the car up with coolant. I mean, ideally that's what you would do, but I still have another coolant leak I'm trying to fix, so I won't be doing that in this video. Yeah, that's looking a lot better down in there. Let's get this radiator hose on and finish this job up. There you have it, everyone. That is how you do a thermostat on a 1998 to 2009 Saab 9.5. Of course, make sure to chop off your coolant afterwards. I recommend just letting the car run without the cap because it'll probably lower the level a bit as the car warms up, and then top it off as needed. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, found it helpful or informative in any way, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Check out my Patreon if you haven't already. It's linked at the top of the description. And I'll see you all next time.